So yesterday's session we discussed about installation part, the Python installation, and working with the IDLE, working with Python console, working from the command prompt, and using IDLE how to write a program and execute the program. That's using IDLE. And how to write program using Notepad and execute it from the command prompt. These all things. And as well, we just introduced PyCharm, how to create a project in PyCharm. Just we talk about virtual machine. What is Python virtual environment? We talked about virtual environment. So in PyCharm, with a simple click, you can complete creating virtual environment automatically. That gets created by the PyCharm. Without PyCharm also, we can create virtual environment. Just let us see how to create virtual environment without PyCharm or Anaconda, without using any tool. Directly, I want to create my own virtual environment, Python virtual environment in my system. Just you see, I'm going to command prompt. I'm going to command prompt. In C drive, what is the directory? Okay, cd dot cd dot. Go to your own directory where you are. So here DURGASOFT is a directory. Cd. So this is my directory. In this directory, I want to create my project. In this directory, I want to create my project. So mkdir, your project name, something like JSR PRJ1. This is the project name. Project is nothing but a directory. Project is nothing but a directory. The name I gave, I created a directory that is JSR PRJ1. Now enter into the directory. In this, I want to create my virtual machine, my virtual environment. Okay. So here the command is, you can use the command. First of all, you check whether the virtual machine is available or not. Okay. Pip utility, you're supposed to upgrade the pip utility if you want, you can. So command for upgrading the pip utility, Python -m. This is not related to virtual machine. So using pip, you can download and install the libraries, utilities, this thing. That is pip. Okay. That pip utility, I want to upgrade to the latest. For that, this is the command. Python -m pip install upgrade pip. This is the command to upgrade the pip utility. Package installer for Python. See, there are no upgradations to do. Requirement is already satisfied. That means everything is up to date. Nothing to upgrade right now. So this is pip utility upgradation command. Now in this, I want to install environment, that is virtual env. Pip install virtual env. See, virtual env utility getting installed using pip. Pip install virtual env. Any library or any utility you want to install, you can install like this. In my system, in my system's environment, I'm installing virtual env, right? Using this virtual env, I can create my own virtual environment for my project. So virtual env, using this virtual env, I'm creating environment p1 venv, otherwise JSR p1 venv, otherwise any name you can give, JSR1 venv, anything, any name you can give, JSR1 env, any name you can give. So virtual environment name. This virtual environment is created as a subdirectory. This virtual environment is created as a subdirectory. Now enter. So this creates virtual environment. Using the utility virtual env, we are creating virtual environment. Created virtual environment C Python 3.10.7 final edition. Created C Python Windows environment, virtual environment is created. Once you observe this, what are the files available? See, JSR env is the name of the virtual environment. With that name, a subdirectory is created. With that name, a subdirectory is created. Right. Enter into that. Now, dir, see, lib, scripts, these directories are there. So total Python environment, cd, scripts, dir, you see pip, activate, python, python.exe, the Python interpreter, everything is separately you got into this location. Got it? This is the location where you can see your virtual environment scripts. Now, virtual environment is created, but right now I'm not working in virtual environment. I'm working in the base systems environment only. If I want to activate the virtual environment, I want to get into virtual environment, I want to work in virtual environment, you have to activate it. Activate is the command. Now virtual environment is activated. See, before the command prompt, you are able to see your virtual environment name. So now virtual environment is activated. Now whatever command you executed, that is under the virtual environment. Whatever program you executed, Python program you executed, that is under the virtual environment. Got it? So now dir, this is my project. Here I can create my own directory, my own program, and execute the program. That means I am working under virtual environment. So virtual environment is activated. Now I am working under virtual environment. After completion of that work, I want to deactivate. Yes, you can deactivate your virtual environment. No problem. Here, where Python. You see where you are working? See, DURGASOFT, JSR project 1, JSR 1, ENV, scripts python.exe. This is currently your Python, your environment. And another one you see, this is systems environment, user app data, local programs, Python 3.10, this one. Windows apps, python.exe. This is Conda. Okay, like this, these are the environments are there where Python is available, where python.exe is available. It will show you that path. Suppose you want to deactivate the current virtual environment, you want to get back to the normal environment, what you can do? So deactivate is the command. Where is the deactivate command? Deactivate command is inside the scripts. So here cd jsr1 env, in this cd scripts, inside the scripts, deactivate is the command. So now virtual environment is deactivated. Now you get back to normal systems environment. This is how you can create a virtual environment, activate the virtual environment, and deactivate the virtual environment. This is how you can do it in the Windows. Same thing if you want to do it in the Linux. Just you see, I'm connecting to the Ubuntu Linux. Already yesterday I have shown you the Linux Python comes in Linux automatically. That is Python 3. Python 3. Sorry, Python 3. Python 3.10.4 is already available. Now exit. Now I want to create my own project. Where I am right now, PWD, present working directory, in the Srini home directory. I want to create my own directory, mkdir, suppose JSR1 P1. This is the directory. CD JSR1 P1. This is my project directory, present working directory is this one. Here, what can I do? I can create the virtual environment using virtual env or any utility. I can create the virtual environment, right? Okay, so here you can create Python 3 -m venv virtual environment venv. Your project name is this one, current location. The / is the current location. Then I want to specify my virtual environment name, JSR1 P1 ENV. What happened? What it is given? The virtual environment was not created successfully because not available. So pip. So I have to install the pip. The utility is not there. Okay. If you want to check what is the version, Python version, sorry, Python 3 version. See, Python 3 version 3.10.4. This is, so pip list, pip not found. So pip 3 list, pip utility is not there. So we have to install the pip first of all. Sudo apt install Python 3 hyphen pip. So I'm installing pip first of all. Without pip, you can't get the utilities, right? Yeah, pip is getting installed. The pip utility getting installed in Python right now. So definitely you should have pip utility for installing any libraries or any utilities. This is how you can install the pip.
Sir, we have to be online while doing this, sir. We have to be connected to the internet.
No, no. Yes, yes. For the pip downloads and these all things, internet is required. Otherwise, the APK file you can download and keep it and specify path of that package file, then it will be get installed. Offline also you can do, but if you connect to the internet, the things are automatically downloaded and installed by the pip. You need not to worry. Otherwise, what you supposed to do, the corresponding package files you download, keep it in your disk, pip install, that path you have to specify. The simple
Okay,
thing is internet should be connected.
okay, sir. Okay.
So same thing we did in the Windows operating system, we did in the Linux operating system also. Both operating system, how to work with, we are seeing. But both are similar, not really major difference. The similar commands, similar thing only. Let this complete. So in the Ubuntu Linux, Python 3.10 is already available, but still pip is not available. Along with Python 3.10 interpreter, pip utility is not given. That we are installing now. Without pip utility, we can't install the other libraries and other utilities and to use in the Python in our programs. That's why we are installing pip right now.
The PIP is basically a platform
Package
for.
installer for Python. Package installer for Python.
Okay, sir.
What is the command, guys, to install pip utility? This is the command. Yes, sorry, this is the command, sudo apt install python 3 -pip. This is the command. This is the command, right? After that, I want to install venv. Okay, done. We are back. Okay, now ls, this is directory we have. Then I want to install, so ls-l cd jsr1 p1 env. Now ls, see, virtual environment is already created, bin, include, lib, this all. Okay, if you go to bin, cd bin ls, you are able to see this python 3, python 3.10, these all. Okay, so Sri virtual machine, you are able to see you are working under virtual machine. Deactivate command not found, ls-l. These all of these some special files where I am right now inside the bin. Okay, so here I'm closing and opening again, opening the terminal again. Now you see, still it is in virtual environment, right? So Srini virtual machine, got it? Oh, sorry. This is normal name of my computer. This is not virtual machine. Now ls, so JSR1 P1 CD JSR1 P1. This is my project directory. ls, of course, this subdirectory is there. I want to create virtual environment. For that virtual environment, I have to install the utility virtual env. I have to install the utility virtual env. For that, pip3 install virtual env. This is what you're supposed to install. So now virtual env utility I am installing. This is the command to install virtual env utility using pip3. Previously I installed pip. Right? Understand? So first command is for installing pip. Now this command is to install virtual env. Virtual env is installed. Now using virtual env, you can create your virtual environment. Using the virtual env, you can create your virtual environment. Okay, what is the command to create virtual environment using virtual env? What is the command? Previously in Windows, what is the command we executed? Python -m. Otherwise, virtual env. See, virtual env -version. I can see what is the version of the virtual env. Command virtual env not found. Virtual env 3. Okay. Otherwise, let me go through this. Sudo apt-get install Python 3 -venv. So this is Python 3 venv utility I'm installing now. So this is better for Linux. See, already it is there. Now Python 3 -m venv. What is the new virtual machine name? Dot slash. What is the virtual machine name I gave? JSR1 P1 ENV. Using venv, I'm creating virtual environment. Yes, virtual environment is created. This is the command to create virtual environment. Now pwd present working directory. I'm in my project ls-l. Here I have a directory JSR1 P1 ENV. This is a directory. CD, whatever name you want to give for the virtual environment, you can give that. Now ls-l, you see here bin is there, lib is there, include is there. Let me enter into bin, cd bin. Okay, ls-l, you observe here activate is there, pip is there, Python is there, everything is there, right? Now I want to activate dot slash activate permission denied. You're supposed to give the permissions, read, write, see, execute permission is not there. So chmod 777 or star dot star. Okay,
So
here
sir, installing the virtual environment and creating virtual environment both are different, right, sir?
yes, where VENV utility installation is different and creating virtual environment is different. Right now, I installed virtual ENV utility. This is virtual ENV utility installation. This is VENV utility installation. If you want to create virtual environment, this is the command. In your current project, you created virtual environment. This is the virtual environment name. Understand?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Of course, these commands are not required every time. The above commands are not really required every time. Understand? Those commands are only required because in my system, this is newly installed Linux. That's
Okay.
why pip is not available. So I want pip. For the installation of pip, this is the command. In
Yes.
this, of course, this you can ignore, not a problem. So what venv utility is required to install venv utility, this is the command. Using venv utility, I want to create my own virtual environment with this name. This is the utility. Got it?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Understand? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
So here activate command is not working. Why activate command is not working? If you observe the permissions, only read write permissions are there. Execute permission is not there, right? Understand? Sudo chmod. Otherwise, let me go back. Cd space dot dot ls hyphen l. Here for the bin permissions are there. Yes, permissions are there. Now cd bin, let me give the permissions. Sudo chmod 7 star. Yes. Now ls hyphen l. So now it is having execute permissions. Activate. Why activity is not working? It's supposed to be activate dot slash activate. Yes, now it is activated. This command is executed. Like this, you can activate your virtual environment you are able to work with, right? Okay. In Windows operating system, it is in the scripts directory. Please observe this: activate, deactivate, these things available in the scripts directory. In the Linux operating system, it is in the bin directory. Got it? Are you clear? Yeah. So this is how you can create a virtual environment. Of course, I'm closing this, guys. Let me, yeah, it's okay, fine. I'm closing this and shutting down the Linux. Yeah, this is how we can work with the virtual environment, create the virtual environment, activate or deactivate the virtual environment. Understand? Regarding virtual environment without using tools. The same thing, we can do it very easily using PyCharm within the clicks. Okay, let me open PyCharm. So do you people install the Python, PyCharm and Anaconda in your systems, guys?
Yes.
So Anaconda is also successfully installed.
Yes.
See, already previously opened project is opened. So I'm closing the project. Go to the file menu, close project. Okay, you are able to see environment like this. Yesterday we created JSR project one and one more project I created. So these are the recent projects. Now I want to create a new project. Click on new project, give the project name. I'm giving project name WE 9 AM PY3. Okay, like this I gave. Now how you want to create the project without virtual environment? Directly on the system environment, second option, previously configured interpreter. With the virtual environment, this option, new virtual environment using virtual env. Click on create. See, creating virtual environment like this. This is how simply you can create a project in PyCharm. How can I work within the PyCharm? You see this left side box is project navigator. If you observe carefully, this left side box is project navigator. Right side box is a program editor. See, I'm able to see project name. I'm able to see venv directory. By default, name is venv. Otherwise, I can specify my own name. Okay. And this is the project. This is the project navigator. Okay. So here you see version control system. If you connect to the Git or GitHub or any other version control, if you want to integrate, and here you see terminal. Here you click on the terminal, you are able to see terminal, that is command prompt. What all commands you can process at the command prompt, that you can process here, that you can execute here. What all we did at the command prompt, those all things we do here. Command prompt. See, Python console. This is the interactive mode. Python prompt, you are able to get it here. So this is interactive mode. So interactive mode, instant command execution, you can do it here. So Python packages, what are the packages right now available? Okay, pip, the spool, these packages are right now active. These all things you can see. Suppose I want to write my own project. This is the menu. Okay, I want to create my own program. How do I write a program and execute program in PyCharm? First of all, let me create my directories. Select the project. Inside the project directory, I want to create a directory. Go to the file menu, new. Here options, new directory, new Python file, these options. Otherwise, right click on the project name, go to the new. Here you can see directory, Python file, these things. What do you want to create? Click on directory. Okay, here the directory name I would like to give training. Training is the directory name. See, this training directory is created inside the project. Now one more directory I want to create under the project. So select the project, highlight the project, go to the file menu, click on new. Otherwise, right click on the project, go to the new directory. Lab work is the one more directory I'm creating. Under training directory, I want to create a subdirectory. Under training directory, I want to create a subdirectory. Right click on training, go to the new directory. So subdirectory I'm giving basics. Under basics directory, I want to create a program, Python program. Right click on basics, go to new, create Python file. Okay, so here give the name of the Python file, that is example1 So what type of file I am creating? Python file I am creating. So automatically the extension is going to be .py. Extension is going to be .py. So here you can write program, because I'm writing a program and executing program. So this is going to be, Praveen, anything you want to ask? So here I want to write a program and execute program. This is going to be script mode. I'm writing a program and executing program, that is script mode. If you want interactive mode, you're supposed to go to Python console. This is the Python console, right? This is the Python console. Understand? If you want to work at the command prompt, at the command prompt, this is the terminal. This is the terminal. There are various places are available, but here you are writing a program. This is a script mode. So write the program, print hello world. See, this is the print command, printing a single object. Single object. Now run this. Only one print command I write. Yes, I can write multiple print commands. One more print command. Now run it. Just very simple. Go to the run menu, click on run example. Otherwise, click on run, select your file name. Otherwise, within the canvas of the program editing area, right click, and here you are able to see run example one, the program name, debug the example one. Like this, you can click on run. You are able to see output in the run box. You are able to see output in the run box. Of course, I want to take variables. A is equal to 25, B is equal to 15, then R1 is equal to A plus B, then R2 is equal to A minus B, then R3 is equal to A multiplication with B, something like this. Just I want to print what is A. A is equal to, print what is A. Print B is equal to, print what is a variable B. Similarly, A plus B, A minus B, you want to print, you can write the print commands. So here A plus B is equal to R1. A minus B is equal to R2. A multiply B is equal to R3. Right? Now run this program. Yes, you are able to see the three print commands and processing statements are executed. Then I'm printing the result. This is how you can write a program and execute program. One more program you want to write, here go to basics, right click new Python file. Either you can go to new Python file here, or you can go to file, new, select the Python file from the file above menu also. Either way you can do. This is the way of working with the PyCharm. All of you clear guys? Python interface, PyCharm interface. This is an IDE. See, the specialty in PyCharm is, suppose I am writing PRI. See, I'm able to see what all are the commands, print command and its syntax help I am able to get. So A is a variable, A dot. See all the members of the object A. I'm able to get the list. Suppose I write a print command, print. Here I gave I capital, suppose by mistake, I capital. It is indicating red color indication the syntax error. Got it? So these all are the benefits of the IDE, integrated development environment. Clear, guys? This is how we work with PyCharm. After completion of working with PyCharm, better once click on save all. If anything pending, it will be get saved. Then close the project. You will get back to the home screen of the PyCharm. If you want to open the existing project, you can open, click on whatever you want, right? Just click on the recent project. Otherwise, go to the open and project location and you can open it. Understand?
Yes.
Yeah, this is working with PyCharm. Next, let us see Anaconda. Let us start with the Anaconda. So go to start menu. Already Anaconda 3 is installed. Once the Anaconda is installed, you are able to see Anaconda 3. Of course, you can see Anaconda Navigator, Anaconda PowerShell prompt, Anaconda prompt, Jupyter Notebook, Spider. These things directly you can open, but still I want to go through the Anaconda Navigator. Click on Anaconda Navigator. Anaconda Navigator is a single page interface for all the tools of Anaconda. It takes little time. Just a minute, guys. I'll be back. Just give me a minute. Yeah, this is Anaconda open. If anything upgradation is required, you people can say yes. See here, command prompt is there. Uh, Data lore, IBM Watson, these all are okay. Jupyter Lab, Jupyter Notebook. This is command prompt. This is PowerShell prompt. You see, this is command prompt. This is PowerShell prompt. This is Jupyter Notebook. Of course, Jupyter Lab also you can use, not a problem. Qt console is the Ipython console. PyCharm command line community edition. These all are the utilities directly you can launch it from here. And you have Spider. So what is a Spider? Spider is a IDE. Spider is a IDE similar to PyCharm, somehow similar to PyCharm. Spider is an IDE that comes along with Anaconda. Installation. This is Spider. And PyCharm is already installed our system. That's why we are able to launch PyCharm from here. PyCharm is already installed in our machine. That's why we are already able to open PyCharm from the Anaconda. This we can do. We can run PyCharm from our Anaconda environment. And PowerShell is PowerShell prompt. PowerShell is nothing but PowerShell prompt. This is console. PowerShell prompt. This is console. Qt console is also a console. This is Ipython prompt. This is Qt console is a console. This is Ipython prompt. And Jupyter Notebook is a web-based tool for working with Python, interactive mode. This is web-based notebook kind of environment. Mostly data analytics people and data science people uses this. And apart from that, you have simple command prompt, as well. Jupyter Notebook and Jupyter Lab looks similar, but Jupyter Notebook is a web-based. Jupyter Lab is not web-based. Okay. Now this is home. In the home, you are able to see all these tools, what you can launch and what you can work with. See, this is Orange 3, PyCharm Professional, R Studio for R language. These things are available but not available. You're supposed to install them. But remaining all our launch button is there. They are readily installed and readily available to launch and work with. See, under environments, you see base root environment. So this Anaconda Python is maintaining its own virtual environment always. This Anaconda Python is automatically, while installation itself, it's maintaining its own virtual environment always. This is the default virtual environment. Anaconda's default environment, that is virtual environment base root. If you click on this environment arrow, what are the tools you can open? Python terminal. This is command prompt, Python prompt, Ipython prompt, Jupyter Notebook. These things you can launch from here, no problem, directly. If you want to create your own virtual environment, click on create, enter name of the virtual environment. Click on create, enter name of the virtual environment. Of course, this takes time, guys, but still I want to show you. So JSR1 I want to create. So what do you want to create? You want to create it for the Python 3.9.13 that is available. If you want to create it for advanced version of the Python, you can select the versions. As well R language purpose also. You can select what R language you want. If you want to work with Python and R both using this Anaconda, your virtual environment, you can select this. Otherwise, only Python you can select. Only R language, only R you can select. Click on create. It creates the environment, you see. This is the location where the environment gets created for Anaconda. Anaconda maintains its own separate paths. It takes several minutes of time to create environment. Like this, this is the default environment, and you are able to create your own virtual environment. Under the environment, what are the packages? These all are the packages. So now we are creating a new virtual environment. So everywhere, without tools or with the tools, if you want your own virtual environment, you can create and work with your own virtual environment. Otherwise, you can work with the base environment. Okay. Otherwise, you can directly work in the operating system's environment, no problem. As per your convenient, you are able to work with. I think now you people are all tools related to all tools with respect to the Windows operating system and Linux operating system. The virtual environment concept you understood, guys. So, guys,
Yes, sir. Only question is why should we work in virtual environment? Any benefits, sir, in virtual environment?
benefit is, for example, yesterday I told you, for example, you are working with a project. Okay. In that project, multiple applications are there. Let us understand like this. You are working with a project. This is your project. That is banking project. In this banking project, you are working with multiple applications. Application 1, application 2, application 3, application 4, like this. There is a library. Suppose we have a library. Okay, so for example, pandas library. This is library. For application 1 and application 3, I want pandas library old version, previous version. For the application 2 and application 4, I want pandas library latest. Is it possible? Okay.
No.
Generally, it is not possible. If you are working in the same environment, base environment, it is not possible. That's why what we do in our system, we will make a virtual environment 1. This application 1 and application 3, we will be running under the virtual environment 1. So whatever version of the library we required, we can install that here. Got it? And we do have another virtual environment. The application 2 and application 4 are running. Whatever latest version of the library we required, we can install here. Got it? So without any conflict, even though the same library, this is a different version, this is working with a different version. Got it? So the packages and the environmental changes, whatever you did, whatever you installed in the virtual environment, that affects only the within the virtual environment. It's not impacting the other virtual environment. Whenever these kind of things you want to do. For otherwise, simply I do say app 1 and app 2, not pandas library. App 1 and app 2 should be run on the Python 3.4, and app 3 and app 4 should be run on the Python 3.9, 3.9. Suppose that's what. So definitely I require to maintain different virtual environment because they are belongs to the same project. Different apps required a different set of libraries. At the time, better to maintain the separate virtual environments. No sir, it is a common environment, common libraries for everything. No problem. Due to I installed a couple of libraries, I upgraded a couple of libraries, I did changes in the environment. That's not going to be effect on the other projects. Even though it is affected, I don't have any problem. Then need not to go for the virtual environment. Everything you can put under a single environment only. That might be a direct environment, base environment, right? Are you clear now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So now still it is in progress. This Anaconda takes a lot of time. So you try to do here, create is the creating environment. You can clone the environment, you can import the things from the environment, you can take backup of the environment. Some environment you don't want, you can remove the environment. These are the options related to environment. So this is the menu. Whenever you go to environments, you are able to see environments information here. If you select one environment, in that environment what all are the libraries installed, the libraries information you are able to see here. Any library you selected and you want to upgrade, you can select the library and click on upgrade. That progress, the status you are able to see here, right? Here you can see the drop down, installed and not installed, updatable. These options you are able to see, right? Yeah. So now I am creating a new environment in Anaconda. So like this, you can create multiple environments, but at a time only one environment you can activate and you can work under that environment. After that, if you want to work in a different environment, you can switch to the another environment, activate the different environment what you want to work with, and you can work under the environment. This is totally regarding environments, base environment and virtual environments, multiple virtual environments for each project, a different environment, this kind of concepts, right guys? So meanwhile, by the time this installation completes, any questions, please ask me.
Not now, sir.
Any doubts or any questions? And actually, I'm going to create a Google Classroom for your batch. One second, let me create. So material I do share from the Google Classroom. I'm creating the Google Classroom for your batch.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, guys.
uh, like if we need do like smoke test or regression at a time, like two applications. One we can use for local environment, and second one we can use the virtual environment. Is that right, sir?
Better go for virtual environment for the, both two different things are different in virtual environment. Generally, what we work is we don't want to disrupt the base environment. We want to keep the base environment as it is without any special impacts. And we create the virtual environment because virtual environment is derived from the base environment only, right?
Like usually, what we are doing here, we
Mm.
have virtual missions as there actually.
Mm.
In that we
Virtual
can do,
machine is different.
yeah, virtual
Virtual
mission.
machine is different.
Okay,
Virtual machine is a physical machine separately. Virtually, it is a separate physical machine, including operating system and hardware configuration, everything.
yeah, okay,
Virtualizing the hardware, physical machine. But this is not virtualizing the hardware or physical machine. Just your Python work environment is virtualized. That's
virtual.
it.
Got
That's it. Your Python language interpreter, Python language environment is virtualized. Nothing special.
it.
This is not virtual machine. The
Yeah, got
concept is
it.
virtualization only, but this is not virtual machine.
Yes, I got it.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm giving you a link in the chat box. The chat box Google Classroom link I gave. Click on the link and join in the classroom. So you can get the material what I share. Did you get the link in the chat box?
Yes, sir,
Yes, sir.
got it.
Yeah. Click on the link and join the Google Classroom. So material, every material I used to share using this. Karthik is added, Praveen is added. Now you see your environment is ready. Your environment is ready, right? JSR1 environment is ready. Click on this. So open terminal, open Python, open Ipython, open Jupyter Notebook. These all are available. So totally 252 packages are available, right? Installed packages, totally 252 packages are available. Similarly, base environment will have packages more than this. I sent an announcement. You just check in the mail. Yeah. So if you again get back to base environment, just you click on the base environment, you are able to get back. So which environment you want to use, you can use either JSR1, a newly created environment you want to work under, you can. Otherwise, base environment you want to work under, you can, not a problem. I posted the demo session document, guys, the introduction to the Python languages, everything. Check your mail. Did you receive the notification in the mail? The PDF document?
Yes, sir, we have received.
Yeah, okay.
Received it.
How about the video recording, sir? That also you will upload?
Video recordings, actually, the DurgaSoft in charges will share with you.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay, that they will take that responsibility of sharing the videos. Now you see base environment. Under base environment, totally by default 430 packages are there. Any additional packages you have to install, you go to not installed and search for the package and upgrade that, right? So now under this environment, you can work with these tools. You see, click on launch command prompt. It is none other than command prompt. This is none other than simple command prompt, right? So in the already in the Windows command prompt, how did we work? Same thing we can do here. The same, exactly the same. And you see PowerShell prompt. Of course, this is also looks like the Windows command prompt, but mostly PowerShell script users will use this PowerShell prompt. But same as a Python user, command prompt and PowerShell prompt both looks the same for us. If you launch the PowerShell prompt, you can get the same prompt, same Windows prompt kind of thing. the very first time Anaconda takes time. It is taking time to this is after installation. This is the very first time I'm opening Anaconda in this computer. See, PowerShell is launched. This is like your C prompt, your Windows prompt only. So same command prompt. How you can work with command prompt? Same thing you can do here. Okay. Then you see Jupyter. This one. Let us see Ipython console, Qt console. Click on launch. This is Qt console. This is Ipython console. Here it is giving access denied. Click on OK. Let us open it from here, base environment. I think something is in progress. Nothing. Okay, it's fine. Qt console. Of course, it gives error access denied. But you're supposed to be able to open it from the base environment from this arrow. See, installation in progress. That's why it is deactivated here. Let us wait. See here, Ipython console open with Ipython. You will get into the Ipython console. This Ipython console looks a little different comparatively the normal Python console. Generally, Python prompt you will get 3 greater than symbols, but this is Ipython console. But whatever you do at the Python console, the same thing you can do here, interactive mode. See, A is equal to 35, B is equal to 87, A plus B, okay, R is equal to A plus B, okay, something like this. So A, B, R, so print A, you can use print command, same commands, same syntaxes, no difference. But this is Ipython console. This is Iron Python related Ipython console. Print R, everything you can do it here. If you want to exit from the console, exit bracket begin bracket close, you'll back to the terminal. At the terminal you can give exit. This is Qt console, Ipython console. Suppose open Python, normal Python prompt. You are able to get the 3 greater than symbol, the normal Python prompt. Got it? You can work with normal Python, IPython, everything. All the facilities are given in the Anaconda shortcuts, right? Yeah. So these are the applications. This is CMD prompt, Qt console, these all. So next we have to see interface. PowerShell also you understood. PyCharm also you understood. Next you have to see the interfaces of Jupyter Notebook and Spider. Okay, next week directly we start working with print commands and these all things. Next week we begin with Jupyter Notebook. The total first chapter, print command, working with variables, data types, different ways of working with variables, and the number systems, conversion functions, Python memory mechanism, and operators with Python, arithmetical operators, relational operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, assignment operators, membership operators, identity operators. These all things are first chapter. The total first chapter I will show you in Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so that first chapter you will experience the Jupyter Notebook and Jupyter Lab. These both interfaces you will be experienced. Okay, guys. So today we stop here. Let us continue in the next weekend. Any questions finally? I think
No, sir. Thanks.
yeah, okay. Thank you. Then see you next weekend. Thank you. Bye.